On Whirlpool presents ESPN Cricket 4020 timeout powered by Dell. We're looking ahead to the game between the Kings 11 Punjab and the Rajasthan Royals. Joining me shortly, Ajit Agarkar and Deepdas Gupta. Right, gentlemen, massive game for both teams. Let's get into our preview statements. We're saying first up, Deep, that Rajasthan should bring in Mayank Markande in place of Ankit Rajput, who hasn't quite fired in the last few games.
Yeah, and I think the last game and last couple of games, I think more than him not firing, it's also got to do with the field placement. I still distinctly remember he was asked to bowl with two fielders on the leg side, somebody who gets the ball to swing it away from a right-hander. I think more than changing Ankit Rajput, maybe give him a better field placement. I think he might be useful, and especially on this Abu Dhabi pitch.
Where do you stand on this, Ajit? It looks like between Ankit Rajput, Unadkat, Varun Aaron, the Indian seamers, they're not quite sure. So we're suggesting why not just give a second leggy or go and see if that changes things up.
I'm not so sure at this stage in the tournament. You don't quite know. It is a must-win situation for them. I couldn't agree with Deep more. I think we were working on the game and we couldn't believe the field that was given to him. Sometimes you want to try and help your bowlers, especially some of the lesser experienced guys. Sometimes it's partly to blame the bowler as well. You got to ask for the fields that you want according to your bowling strength. So it'd be too big a call to make unless the conditions demand so. I can't imagine why that would happen. You still want a seamer in a rank, especially in Abu Dhabi.
All right, let's go to our next one. We're saying, Ajit, that if Mayank Agarwal is fit, Punjab should still find a way to keep Mandeep Singh in the 11. Your thoughts?
It's one of those, isn't it? Tough one. I mean, he's been through a tough personal loss. Played a couple of really really good innings under that. But when Mayank Agarwal comes, like I mean, he's been batting at the top of the order. Does he then still find a place in the middle in place of someone like a Huda or somebody? If they think he can contribute in the middle, by all means. But at the top of the order, if Mayank is fit, there is no two ways about it.
Yeah, that's the only slot that you could accommodate him, Deep, if you are to relieve Deep Huda and find a place for Mandeep who's got the runs. Unless you want to go a bit left field and leave Glenn Maxwell out and open up an overseas slot.
I doubt that's going to happen because, as Ajit mentioned, I don't think teams will, and they're doing well. They're winning games. They're on a roll. There is no point changing sides and drastically changing a combination like that. So I don't think they'll change their combination. But yes, Mike obviously walks right in it. Unfortunate for Mandeep, but maybe I guess at that position, Huda would be a better option.
All right, let's go to our next one. Now, this is interesting. After that Ben Stokes 100, you think there's no way he's not going to open. But we're saying with the two leg spinners in the opposition, maybe Stokes should look to attack the Punjab leg spinners as against leaving a Joss Butler in the middle order exposed to them. Any temptation on that thought?
No, I think he's going to open. I think what he struggled with right through this season was with his timing the ball. Last game he got it right, and if you again send him down in the middle order where the ball might be slowing up a bit and all, you don't want to risk it. Ben Stokes right at the top, and he's going to play the way he's played. Listen, even when he was struggling, it wasn't that he was looking to hang around. He was still playing his shots. So I think Ben Stokes will bat like Ben Stokes only. So I don't think that should be an issue.
Ajit?
No, I not after that 100. I mean, I think everyone was perhaps making a case before that he should bat in the middle, and Butler's got to still go at the top. Not after that 100 he's got. Hopefully he stays around through most of that innings, so you don't have to worry about that, and that takes care of the rest of the things. But if he bats as well as he did the last time, I think they'll again be in with a shout to win that game.
All right, let's go to our next statement. It's a mouth-watering prospect. Archer against Rahul, Gale, possibly Mayank if fit. Ajit was saying that Archer versus the Punjab top order could very well decide this tie.
It's probably true because, I mean, the one thing he's done is get wickets early. And if he does that, he'll certainly put them under pressure. If they're chasing, for sure, he'll obviously get the likes of Gale and Puran coming in early. Then you can put a bit more pressure on them with the new ball. It may not be as straightforward as it looks on paper because there are other guys who can or make a difference. Maxwell's perhaps due. He's been due all tournament. Who knows? He probably comes off in this one-off game. But so there are other players as well. So you can't lose track just because you get the top order out. You can't think that the game's done and dusted. But it could have a big say in the game for sure.
Deep?
It's mouth-watering, isn't it? Chris Gale, Mayank Agarwal, KL Rahul, Chopra. And obviously, if you think about Kings 11 and their batting lineup, it's top heavy. It's very top heavy. Maxwell hasn't fired, so even if you add 2 runs or top four, and if Archer can get through, couple of them at the top, oh, obviously yes. But then it's also going to be interesting. Chris Gale against two leg spinners. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Shreyas Gopal. That's our next point. And we're saying, Deep, we've discussed this before, but he's been such a big player, quietly such a big player for Rajasthan last couple of seasons. We're saying that his lack of wickets have hurt the Royals this season. Thoughts?
Uh, I mean, it's this case with almost all spinners this season, isn't it? It's been a season for fast bowlers because of the surfaces. I mean, apart from Yuzi Chahal and Rashid Khan, not too many spinners have picked up wickets. But yeah, I mean, both Shreyas and Tewatia have done well to kind of control the innings in the middle overs. They haven't given too many runs. It is what it is on these surfaces. You don't really expect the spinners to play a major role.
Yeah, I mean, he's no Rashid Khan, Ajit, but I guess we have discussed that other than Jofra Archer, the lack of a wicket-taking bowler perhaps has affected Rajasthan.
Yeah, and if you compare it to his wickets before this, yeah, perhaps that's the case. But there hasn't been much support for Archer throughout that. If anything, Shreyas Gopal and Tewatia have actually been the two guys who've been doing a decent job in the middle. Perhaps not as many wickets, but they've still bowled quite well throughout most of this tournament. So as long as he's bowling well, I think they'd be happy that they can control they can have some sort of control through the middle.
All right, Ajit Agarkar, Deep Das Gupta, thank you very much. This was our preview to Punjab v Rajasthan on Whirlpool Presents ESPN Cricket for T20 Timeout, powered by Dell.